5 biblical habits that build lasting wealth with real-world proof they still work today. Do you know that success doesn't happen by chance? Are you aware that success, it is not a game of chance, especially when it comes to building wealth? If you want to build wealth God's way, the success you are looking for will not come by chance. The Bible is filled with powerful habits that not only honor God, but also build lasting wealth and prosperity today. The people in the Bible days, they enjoyed it when they cultivated these 5 habits, and they built wealth, lasting wealth, which they passed on to their next generation. And we know that the Abrahamic wealth and blessings, we are still enjoying them today. So in this video, I'll be showing you just 5 unshakable biblical habits that led people like our father Abraham, the father of faith, Joseph, and others into abundance of wealth, real abundance of wealth. And I will also show you how you can apply them into this world. So without further ado, let's dive in. Welcome to Faith and Fortune Finance. So we talk about Christian entrepreneurship, we talk about wealth creation, we talk about step-by-step strategy when it comes to budgeting, investing, and the rest of them. Please make sure you subscribe to this channel. Number one, discipline. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 11. The Bible says that dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. Dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. When the process of getting wealth or making money is dishonest, the Bible says it doesn't have the capacity, it doesn't have the potential to lead to wealth creation. It dwindles away. The way it came, the way it will go. But whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. When you gather money little by little, step by step, strategically, by investing, by savings, by living a debt-free life, your money has the capacity, or it has the potential and the capability to grow into wealth. This happens step by step, little by little. So discipline is about consistency. Step by step, little by little. It is about consistency, not about hype. So you have to choose consistency over hype when it comes to wealth creation, building a lasting wealth. The Bible warns against negative approaches towards quick riches, and the Bible only promotes steady growth of wealth. Wealth has the capacity to grow. It all depends on the approach, and that is why we are talking about the habits to make it grow. We see a modern example in Warren Buffett, one of the richest men alive, who built his wealth through decades of disciplined investing. Not just gambling on fast money, fast money, so quick. Wealth builders, they save. You need to know this. Wealth builders, they also invest. Wealth builders, they also stick to a budget, not just bumping into unplanned, unbudgeted expenditures. No matter how urgent it may be sometimes, except it is life-threatening. Wealth builders, if you want to be a wealth builder in your generation, in your family, you have to adopt the strategy and cultivate the mindset of discipline, which also explains or reflects in saving. It is only a disciplined man that can save. It is only a disciplined businesswoman, entrepreneur, that can save, that can invest, that can stick to budget. That is biblical discipline. Number 2, diligence. Proverbs chapter 10 verse 4 says, lazy hands make for poverty. But diligent hands bring wealth. Diligent hands bring wealth. If your hands are lazy, it is going to pave way for poverty. It creates the path through which poverty comes to dominate your life, to dominate your business, to dominate your family. But diligent hands bring wealth. So the question is this: how lazy are your hands? And how diligent are your hands? You know the result. If your hands are lazy, it's going to bring about poverty. If they are diligent, it's going to bring about wealth. So diligence means showing up daily. That's what it means. Even when no one is watching you, you are showing up daily. You are so diligent in your field. You are so diligent in your practice. You are so diligent as a Christian entrepreneur. You are so diligent in investing. You are so diligent in budgeting, in savings, in step-by-step guides of biblical financial principles to build wealth. You are diligent, okay? Even when no one is watching. It's a habit that you exhibit. And let me quickly say this: your habit prepares your habitation. Your habit, it prepares your habitation. We read about the story of Isaac when it comes to investing in digging of wells in Genesis 26, 18 to 22. The enemies tried to stop him. They strove with him. The headsmen of Gerar, they strove with him over the wells of investments he has made. He left the place and named one of them Esek. He went to another site where Abraham, his father, dug well, and they strove with him again, and he named it Sitna. And he never stopped. He was so diligent. He pursued another investing strategy for wealth creation in digging wells, and God blessed his persistence, and he became very wealthy. And he named it Rehoboth. What is Rehoboth? God has enlarged, or God has expanded our business, and we shall be fruitful. God has enlarged our business. God has made us a multinational company. God has enlarged and expanded our business, and we shall be fruitful. We shall enjoy kingdom prosperity. He was very diligent in digging wells, regardless of how the enemies strove with him, trying to stop him, trying to make him give up on such kingdom process or principle of wealth building. He never stopped. And I say to you, keep digging and investing until you have Rehoboth. Keep digging and investing until you have Rehoboth. Today, when you look at Elon Musk working 80 hours plus a week during the Tesla's early days, what do you make of that? Diligence brings financial freedom, not just in the generation past, but in every generation. Number three, 5 habits that leads to building lasting wealth. Number 3, stewardship. And may I quickly say this to you. Let me quickly say this to you. What you don't manage properly, you risk losing. What you don't manage properly, you risk losing. We read about the parable of the talents in Matthew 25, 14 to 30. And there is a striking discovery I made, that God is not against wealth. He's against waste. God is not against wealth. He's against waste. Stewardship means managing what you have wisely, intelligently, carefully, not carelessly, not unconsciously. You must be deliberate and conscious to handle what you're given wisely. In that parable, we saw that the servant who multiplied what he was given, the resources he was given, he was praised by the master, and his sphere of authority was increased, while the one that hid these resources, he was punished, and the uninvested resources were taken away from him and given to the more productive and more faithful good steward. That is how the world runs. What you don't manage properly, you risk losing. The real world example of this is Dave Ramsey, who teaches biblical stewardship through budgeting, through debt elimination, through investing with purpose, and the rest. We are not owners. This you need to understand. We are just managers for God. We are not the owners. We are managers. God loved us to entrust the resources in our hands, in our care. So we have to show that very spirit, that very decorum of good stewardship to manage what is given to us properly. Otherwise, we risk losing them. Please don't forget. Don't ever forget that. Number 4, generosity. Generosity. Luke chapter 6 verse 38. Luke chapter 6 verse 38. Give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure pressed down, shaken together and running over, shall men bring into your bosom. For with what measure you give, the same will come back to you. So, giving is a gateway to more. It is not a loss. Do not ever allow this impression or misconception of the fact to wear you out when it comes to generosity. It is a gateway to more and not loss. Generosity opens the door for God's supernatural provision. If you read the book of 1 Kings chapter 17, you will discover a widow who gave her last meal to Elijah, the servant of God, and her oil never ran out. One of the modern examples is Tyler Perry, who gave millions away, even during hard times. And he said that giving unlocked doors he never ever imagined. Giving unlocked doors. It really does. What you give doesn't live your life. It enters your future. You can stockpile your future with wealth and abundance by generosity. And you can also strangulate your future. You can also starve your future to death by withholding what you are supposed to give out. What you are supposed to give out. If you withhold it, you are starving your future of what you stand to gain or what you stand to achieve. Generosity pays. It's a habit that leads to building lasting wealth. Number 5, vision. Number 5, vision. When you read the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2 to 3, the Bible talks about writing the vision down and making it plain upon tables, that someone who is even running can still read it. If the vision delays, wait for it. That is what the Bible instructs. At the end, it shall speak and not lie. If the vision delays, if it tarries, wait for it. King James Version says, if it tarries, wait for it. At a appointed time, it will speak and not lie. Vision speaks. Wealth doesn't grow without a clear direction. Wealth can never grow when there is no clear direction in your pursuit, in your investment, in your budgeting or planning. God instructed us to write down our vision. It gives purpose to our progress. When we write down our vision, it gives purpose to our progress. Abraham followed God's vision step by step, and God made him very wealthy in assets such as cattle, assets such as gold, such as silver. And we have a real world example in Steve Harvey, who said that writing down his faith and financial goals helped him to go from homeless to millions. What vision are you carrying today? What vision for your family? What vision for your business? What vision for your company? What vision are you carrying today for your family, for your children? If it is big and God-centered, God will fund it. But you have to write it down, make it very clear. You have to crystallize it, make it very understandable, so that when you are running, you can be able to read it without losing sight of it. Your vision is worth writing down, and it is worth waiting for. So now, these 5 habits: discipline, diligence, stewardship, generosity, and vision, they are all faith-based. They are Bible approved, as we have read a couple of scriptures, and they are also success proven, as we have seen real world examples. So where do you start from? Start from where you are right now. Start from where you are to begin to cultivate these habits. Apply them daily and watch what God will do in your finances. So now let's discuss which of these habits hit home for you. Drop it in the comment section immediately. Just drop it, and don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe immediately, and turn on the notification button so that you get notifications on the next upload of videos or content like this. And please do not forget to share this with someone who is ready to build wealth God's way. God bless you very good. I will see you in the next video.